Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Confessions of a Dollar Tree Addict. I'm just going to take you on a little simple tour of what my place looks like for the holidays. So I'm just going to give you guys a really fast tour of how I decorated for my house. It is after a snowstorm and half the items have kind of met their maker, but it's okay. That's normal for living by the beach. The water's right there and I'm right here. So that's pretty close. There's a lot of destruction that happens over here. So I'm going to flip you guys over and give you a little mini tour. Hope you guys are having a great Christmas. And I just want to say how much I love you guys and I appreciate you. And I'm so grateful that you're in my life. So Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a great New Year. It's freezing, by the way. Okay, guys, it's really early in the morning on Christmas. And the sun hasn't come up yet. The snow is almost melted. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like here. These are the pathway markers that I bought at the Dollar Tree. The green ones did not survive the snowstorm and one yellow one didn't make it, but I left it. So that's what happened after the snowstorm, but it's okay. And then I do have these urns with artificial trees that normally are lit up, but they're dead after the snowstorm. I don't know what happened, but my wreath survived. And I guess maybe because of the overhang of the house, over the window embellishments have lasted, but my other joy sign has blown away, nowhere to be found, and so have my pillows. So I still love how it looks, and I do have this kaleidoscope light that lights up the house, and it works with a remote control, so I can change the colors from inside the house, and I love that. And I also have bought from Amazon these awesome lights that I put up on the peak of my house, and I don't take them down. They can be orange for Halloween. They turn into a million different colors, so I think they're awesome, and really awesome because you don't have to change them out all the time, and it makes life really easy for me since my husband had back surgery. I don't want him climbing a ladder. I did put my Dollar Tree Christmas mat over those two red slices of carpet that I found at the tree, and I just love how that looks in the whole with that layered effect. Not sure if you guys can tell, but there are two side trees on either end of my door that have Christmas balls in them. But since the snowstorm knocked them clear across the street, I have not been able to get them to light back up. They used to light up with the multicolor lights and I really loved them, but they're done now. And this over here, I'm going to check to see if I can get it to light up again. I always have it lit up so that the Amazon people know where to leave my packages. And yep, that's the outside. So let's go inside. My joy sign, I have one on this side and the one on that side blew away. I don't know where it went. And so did my pillows that I usually have on the rockers. That's the camper. The decor on the camper has blown away. It's gone. No one knows where it is. Since it's just us this Christmas and I decided to do very low-key stuff, I just bow wrapped my regular teal pillows. There I am smiling at you guys in my really dirty mirror because I very silly decided to use the indoor snow spray and spray the tree inside the house. Yeah, you can't even imagine the mess that I made. And I've wiped the mirror down 4 times and it's still spotted and weird. And I'm going to take it down and clean it. Here is my Christmas village that I put in my curio cabinet. And I put up some light up snow underneath the village. I don't know if you can actually tell that it's lit up. And I decided to use the projector on the backdrop of the Christmas village. It's so cute, actually. I absolutely love how this looks. It's like a child's diorama. It's really adorable in my behind the sofa curio cabinet. Here is the wreath that I normally put outside, but it's been the windiest I've ever had it, ever. I've never had it this windy, and I've lived here 3 years now. And this tree I just ended up decorating mostly with my cute Aldi's wine topper gnomes that I bought for $2.99 the other day, because this tree is really just a 4.5-foot tree that I got at the thrift store by my house, the little thrift store. There were no trees available, and I didn't want to put up a 7-foot tree or a 6.5-foot tree because it wouldn't be able to go tabletop, and I couldn't put one on the ground since my animals are just too much right now. They would have tore it down 100 times by now. And yep, so this is my um, living room tree that I put up. My son helped me decorate it. We put burlap in it, and I just happened to put it in this tin can that I got on clearance last year for $4 at Walmart. As you'll notice, I have that North Pole mat. I didn't cut it actually. I just used some pins and tucked it into the framework of the painting that I bought. I actually love that painting. It's very 70s and it has a lot of orange flowers on a black background, but I kind of love it, but it's not Christmassy. And yeah, my son decorated the love, peace, and joy little tree and the other Dollar Tree tree. And these two frames, I just made a little decoration out of a bag that I bought that had lining. The red and white stripe was the lining of the inside of a Santa bag. And I just upcycled this old lantern out of my backyard. In fact, I'll show you a before of what it looked like. I spray painted it and I just brought it back inside because it's made of metal and it's super vintage. FTD used to send those years ago with floral arrangements. And then see the candy cane wreath is in my other window because I could not put it outside either. It was just way, way, way too windy this year. And this is also, I just stuck some bags that I liked in frames that I've bought at different thrift stores. I love to pick up old vintage frames and I just change them around seasonally. So here's a little Christmas miracle. Once I started cooking my homemade sauce for the lasagna, I heard Mabel barking at the door and there was no one there. And when I looked down, there were my pillows. They were dirty and soaking wet, but someone had left them on my deck. I'm assuming that maybe one of the people that owns a boat fished them out of the canal and recognized them because they must live on my block. So they left them on the deck. I threw them in the washing machine. They literally came out perfect. They're already dry. And I think that since they survived a trip around the neighborhood, I'm just going to keep them inside from now on because this really is the windiest, craziest winter I've seen in years. And I did make these out of just the wreath felt $1 decor piece from Dollar Tree and hot glued them onto the $1 pillowcases from I literally washed them in the washing machine with the stuffing and they're perfect. I actually kind of love them. I really love how the snowman came out and it is so windy here that they would have disappeared quickly. So after I put them out and it started to get windy, I decided to bring them back in and I paired them up with the Let It Snow sign and this awesome snowman top hat that I bought last year at Walmart for $3. And yeah, this is my other eating area in my house, my little kitchen area. I decorated this probably much more than I decorated the rest of my house because this is where we do a lot of our hanging out. We play games and watch television. Sometimes, mostly, we sit at the kitchen table. We do sit on the sofa, but not that often. Then, of course, there is my hot cocoa bar that I did this year, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Please go and check out that video. I just uploaded it the other day. It is a really cute story about elves and how they made it into my home and what happened to them. After that is the mantle. and that's the upcycled trash to treasure jar DIY that I recently did. I absolutely love that snowman. He always gets showcased. He's one of my favorite ornaments that I actually don't get rid of. And I love that Santa sitting on the shelf because he's managed not to break for a few years now. And these are the stockings that survived my pets. So I'm kind of happy that I ended up with something. And here is my little bathroom tree that really does bring me lots of joy in my teeny bathroom because I love how it's lit up in the bathroom when I'm showering or taking a long bath. Then for opening presents, Christmas morning, we had mailed each other's presents to our extended family, and we did Zoom calls all morning and opened gifts with ourselves and with our family members. And the puppies got into it too. So they got to open their gifts. There we are on actual Zoom. And my son actually absolutely loved that glass pen that the Dollar Tree was selling. It was one of his favorite presents that he got for Christmas. And here is the homemade lasagna that was really delicious, made from scratch, including the sauce that took basically all day to make sauce. Thank you guys for watching this really short Christmas tour. As always, safe and stay savvy, guys. Bye bye.